Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, lawn bowlers, and those who have just joined in to have a look, see what this great game's about. We'd like to welcome you to day 6 of the state championships. We're telecasting the ladies fours today. We're sorry for any delay. We've had to move from one green to another. We've had inclement weather, so Robbie, our technician's been working furiously here for this we congratulate him on the work he's done. He's even had to do a little bit of a through the back door job with Facebook, playing games with their accounts. So he's done a great job there. So the teams we're telecasting this morning is Susan Kington and Pam Rowe. And it's been a very tight game from the very outset. All right, just so everyone knows who's with who. Pam Rowe is skipping with Amanda Haevecker at 3, Bonnie Attwooll at 2, and Denise Gilbert leading up front. And all those players have been playing very, very well this morning. Their opposing team is Susan Kington with 3, Roslyn Byers, Sheryell Lockhart jumping in there at 2, and leading them off is Jennifer Dingle. It's been a real tussle this morning, 8-7's the score. We're a fair way into the game. We're 8 ends in, so yeah, like I said, we apologise for the inconvenience of what's happened this morning, but we've had the triple threat: Facebook, the weather, and changing greens. It's all been happening. Frustrating. So for those who don't know, my name's Michael Keegan, and I'll be trying to bring you some commentary on this game. Beautiful bowl coming in here. Pam Rowe got quite excited about that. Drags it across. We'll give you the state of play. We've got 3 full greens of ladies fours here today, so it's really good to see that they've got so many of the top players and the up and comers, and a lot of sprinkling of the juniors out here having a game, so that's really good to see as well. That is a tremendous bowl. Come in there, cut them down. So Susan Kingston's team there holding 1. Amanda's pretty close to the jack here. She's had a touch with her first and very close with her second. So that last bowl of Amanda's in a great spot there. Gives Pammy Rowe a couple of options to come up, either sit the blue or trail the jack back to Amanda's bowl for 2. Pammy Rowe, very accomplished player for those who don't know. She's played for Queensland for numerous years. Also won a number of state titles and more club championships than you can count. So she'll be looking to move this jack just probably about 2-3 feet, while Susan's looking to just draw another or cover that back bowl. She's gone for big cover. I can't see Pammy playing that sort of weight. It's dropped in the ditch, so just a little bit too much on that, Susan. Susan plays out of the great club up there at Bagara. Pammy Rowe has played the bomb, dragged the jack back for 2. A tremendous shot there by Pam. Yeah, so what they're trying to they're discussing here is whether Susan has second shot. Their third's saying that it's close for second, so that'll change her shot around a little bit. Don't think she's going to go with any super weight. She's try and draw up there and move it back a little. Just scooted past and laid that bowl over, so it'll be interesting to see whether they're holding one or two. Pammy will just look to draw around her last bowl. Any touch on that bowl will definitely bring the back bowl in for second shot. She's played it pretty well, but just not quite the same weight as the first bowl she put down. For the uninitiated, what Amanda's doing here is she's pulled out a measure to see who's got second shot. So they jump down there, run the tape out to either bowl, and decided it's just the one to Pam Rowe. All right, we're just about to rock into N10, so we're well and truly into this match. 2 shots the difference, and with that, we're going to welcome a co-commentator on board here. I think he's ready to rock and roll. We'll just bring him in. I welcome aboard the illustrious Mr. C.
Hello, Michael.
Good morning, sir.
Hello, viewers. We start with a good bowl. The sun's out. It stopped raining. Organisers are happy.
Yeah, so I was just saying how poor Robbie got the triple threat this morning. The weather had to move greens, and Facebook decided to play games on him. So it certainly put us behind a little bit. But we are here now, so welcome aboard, everybody.
It's been a pretty hard morning. 5:30, have a look at the weather, and it's just about to start raining, and it rained pretty heavy.
Yeah, well, hats off to Coolum and their greenkeepers. They've kept the greens running really nice. They're 3 good-looking greens. They're doing a great job here at Coolum Beach Bowls Club. Good food. The beer's cold. And the greens are running well.
How do you know the beer's cold?
Well, you told me. I saw you having one, and I said, "Is that cold?" And you said, "Yes."
Okay. This sounds like we're going to make up a few stories here. It's not that easy to reach Jack-Eye. The boys from home playing district sides here, they end up winning Division 2, the Bundaberg team, and still coming to terms with how to get to Jack-Eye on these greens. Playing they played 2 days in the rain. It rained 15 mil one day while they played, and 12 mil the next day while they played. That didn't count the 30 or 40 mil at night time, just to make sure the greens were waterlogged.
Yeah, if you're thinking of just trying to dead draw it, you're definitely going to come up short. It's
just like this one.
Yeah, it's a matter of push. It's not ridiculously bad, but it's just getting your head around the fact that you need an extra 2 feet every time you put the bowl down.
How good was those few games last night in the extra end in the triples bronze game, where they had 5 touches basically in a row changing the head, 5 bowls, and it was an extra end to decide a medal. And there were 5 consecutive bowls that got the shot within an inch of the kitty.
I've actually watched that back about 3 times.
I know Robbie got it on from the rink that he wasn't live streaming, and
did a great job.
I haven't had time to watch it yet.
It's an interesting end. It's really worthwhile watching back.
That's a fantastic. I was talking to Chrissy Pavlov about it just before. She's doing the state selectors part of things over on the other green. This is basically a Bundaberg team. 3 out of 4 Bundaberg anyway. You can see Bagara written right on
Yes.
that back.
Yeah, Susan's got Bagara on a shirt there, and we've got Pammy Rowe from Algester Sports Club representing the mighty Algester group.
Well, how long has Pammy been playing for Queensland for? Since she was in the Queensland team when she was under 18.
Yes, no, she's been around a long time. She's still playing really good bowls. And with that, they're holding one by the look of it. Pammy's side.
Well, they have the bowls that are within a yard of Jack High.
Yes, there's still room there to get something in there. They're all going to play down here on the back end. It's the hand that turns the most here at Coolum Beach.
Ros has given
that
it
backhand
as much as she wanted to, but it's
still going to come up a little short. So there's a real wall there. So the skips are going to go up. It's going to be pretty ugly once they walk in front of that head. Pammy is surveying the carnage.
Is that 1 or 3 they're holding? I'm not sure who owns which bowls as yet.
I know they own the stripy bowls there. Yep. I believe they're holding one.
The blue one would be Jenny Dingle, I would think.
Yes.
That'd be second shot. Jane. Hello, Jane. You got a bit of a show on the 1st of June, I hear.
Nan Smith, good morning, guys.
We've got quite a few people out of bed on Saturday morning. Here comes Pammy. She's made sure she was up.
Yeah, well, it's a lot easier for her to adjust from there. She can see that the bowl's going to get all the way back. Takes a yard off that, and she'll be right on the jack. So Susan will try and follow that down.
That's not the one she wanted.
No, she's brought Amanda up for another shot. So
she wanted the other one. Hello, we've got Dale Hudson from Nottingham in the UK. What is the hardest shot to master? Well,
that's a pretty hard question. Depends on the speed of the green and
different speeds of the green.
Yes, and also the condition you're playing, whether you're playing first, second, third, or skip. But really, the hardest shot is the sit and stay, I would think.
But it's the opposite way around from golf. It's you drive for show and you draw for dough. That's wriggled through and got second shot.
No one's declaring the head. Yep, one to Pam Rowe's team. That'll take them to 10-7.
Mark Rossington from the Philippines. Dion Marshall, little nugget, said go Amanda. All the best for Team Pam. And Blaine Shorters. We'll see you lads soon for a cold beverage. Righto, Blaine. I won't get a cold beverage for a while. We've got 3 games today.
Is he buying? Is there anything on there, Jimmy, saying...
I think he understands that I don't have a drink until all games are over and we organise everything for tomorrow morning.
Besides that...
I'll be old by then.
Is he buying, though?
He thinks that I might run out of puff before that happens. Hello, right. Munch.
Yeah, Munch, go Pammy.
And Tina's on the other one. Oh, maybe it's 2 different ones. Munch is on one side and Tina's on the other one. Hello, Greenie.
Good start there behind the head. That's a good start on this pace green.
Still got a bit of running to do this one.
Yes, no. You can see the track the bowl's left, so you can see that there's still a little bit of moisture in these greens. Both leads are playing around the clock.
Well, we've got 144 ladies playing here today.
Yeah, it's a great turnout. Full greens. That's a beautiful bowl. Nice bowl. Yeah, Jennifer would be happy with that. 2 good bowls, one on, one, and the other one a yard behind.
It's a much better shot.
Yeah, she's just going to get under her own, but I think she's just left one ingredient out there, Jimmy.
Oh, there was a chance of it being up when it was halfway. It was doing a bit of...
And that hand's now gone. Very difficult to come up and play the backhand now. So everyone will swap over.
Hello, we've got Danny Rocco going for Pammy, but we've got Nola cheering for Suzanne Kington's side. The seconds from... Oh, you should be able to figure that out. It's right on the back now from Harvey Bay. And
so Sheryll's just coming up a little short as well. Won't be happy with that. She'll look to adjust on that last bowl. If you've played up to 10 ends and you're still coming up short, it's really time your first bowl to put one way, like a couple of metres past, so you can learn to adjust.
It's
so we'll see what if Sheryll adjusts on her last bowl.
It's a mental thing.
She's given that a lot more.
We haven't, and you run into your own bowl.
Then you run into your short bowl, no.
When you play a good one,
yeah.
You run into your own short bowl. How often does that happen?
All the time. Yes, played with Ross Ward, Captain Grumpy. He was not happy if you left one short and blocked his good bowl coming in.
This one's running out of puff too.
Yeah, but it's just going to slip past. It's got in the count.
It's not that bad a bowl.
Well, Susan would be really hoping right now that Roslyn gets something into this head to give her something to work with, or possibly...
Well, that looked good at halfway.
It did. It's just starting to slow down now. And it was right on track, Jimmy. It's just need that extra, foot and a half of weight.
Something to work with the first 4 bowls short by some metres.
Amanda's taking a little bit of grass here. I'm not sure where that was supposed to go, but I don't think that was it. Yeah, a little tap on the hip there when she let it go. She realised she'd pushed it out a little.
That's
well,
going.
I don't think that's coming back either. She had the right weight. She definitely had the right weight that time.
Pretty close game. It's 10-7. You just have to pull a couple of good ends out and you're level. A couple of good ends for Pammy's side and they kick away. Yes,
it's at that time of the game when that is exactly what happens. You're either going to stay with them or the reins get pulled back and you fall into that big hole in the middle of the green and can't find your way back out. There's a couple of state champions over there from Kawana from yesterday. The girls played exceptionally well. Faye Whitaker led her team to victory in great style.
Yes, they're having a bit of a battle up there. Star side that it is. The form they were in yesterday, and then Caitlin Inch skipping them means it's got to be one of the favourite sides. If they can produce how good they played yesterday at Caitlin skipping, they'll be pretty hard to beat.
Yes, Caitlin's come in as a super sub.
Well, she's not a sub, but she's...
she's taken over the reins, hasn't she? Their skip fell into did something to a knee or something like that. All right, this is an interesting little par for Pammy. She's just trying and get past her own bowl there.
Pretty good track.
It's a very good track. It all comes down to weight. She's going to get on her own if she's got enough to pump that up a few rolls.
Probably made 2. Ros going to put her foot there and tell her where Jack Eye is. She's got to punch those 2 balls into the head. And I don't mean the white ones. He's coming towards him.
There, she's on the track to push the orange up. No.
Oh, she was awful unlucky there. I guess it's second shot, the orange one. We'll find out soon. No, it's not. It's two shots.
2 to Pammy.
White one beats the orange one.
There's that little kick you were just referring to.
Yeah, just that couple of 2s would make it hard.
I would say Pammy will stick to the same length. She's been playing long most of the game, and it's working for her. So why change something that's working? So 3/4 length, which is, as we call it, social length. But it's on a green like this. It's like playing ditch to ditch.
Anything over minimums. Anything over minimum today, Michael. Here we got on now. Rachel Hannes watching from Bruny Island. And Cam McLeod. First tourney of the year. New Zealand 5s. It sounds all right, but doesn't it?
Mm. Denise has led off, put her bowl behind again, as she's been doing most ends, and Jennifer Dingle is not that far away that time, Jimmy.
No, that's useful. It needs a bit of a tap on the backhand, a couple of rolls that make it into the swim.
Yeah, Jennifer's just a little tight on this one, but tight and light. Doesn't need a lot of improvement on this one. Jennifer's put it on a really good track. If she's got the right weight, it's going to come right back to the line, but she's left the weight behind.
Oh, we've got to be to that back bowl. Skip should probably be saying, draw to that back bowl and it drop a yard short and you're on the kitty. Now, that always worked when Freddie Diamond was playing with you. He'd say, bowl that bowl 4 foot behind and you'd drop 4 foot short with a front toucher.
Good old Freddie Diamond. 8 years. Freddie's been gone. It's been 8 years since Freddie graced the greens.
And we still tell stories on him.
We'll be telling stories until we're no longer here.
Kerry Cattell. Is a sub allowed to come in as a skip? It's not a sub. The game was reconstituted before the first game.
Yeah, team was reconstituted due to injury. Kerry does all those bowls tours. She's got onto that, promoting the game through taking people to different destinations.
Good shot here.
That's the shot. Susan's team really need to step up now. We're getting towards the back end of the game,
this
and
one will be behind.
Yeah, it'll be behind, but probably a little too far. But they need to start getting bowls in their head to give Susan a chance. Just looked over to my left, and Robbie's on breakfast. He's having his breakfast.
Yep.
Every day I walk past, he's got his little biscuits.
Comes another shot.
Yeah. Yeah, good shot by Amanda there.
It's fairly well open to come past that bowl that's 4 or 5 foot short. 4.5 foot short, we'd guess. Got to come past it 4 feet, not just sit beside it.
That's going to be short as well. It's not doing
with the right grass.
Giving Susan any favours here.
We don't play that many slow greens in Bundaberg. We've got 4 places that have carpet out of our 12 or 13 clubs, and
not quite.
comparison to the Gold Coast and the Sunshine Coast, it basically doesn't rain in Bundaberg. We're sheltered from Fraser Island, and we get a quarter as much rain in Bundaberg, and we are handicapped when we get onto this speed of green. We're not used to it enough. That's the sort of bowl we need for the first bowl, so you can look at what your second one's going to do.
That's exactly right.
When you drop short with your first one, then you're in panic mode. You must be up, and just like that, too far up.
I know there's a good drill Julie used to do when she was in the Aussie squad called leapfrog. Put a bowl down.
Yep.
You got to beat it. Next bowl's got to beat it. Beat that one. And the leapfrog to teach you, if you do drop it short, to beat your own bowl.
Well, that was Shuey's expertise when he started playing as a tennis player. He came north and became a bowler, and he could correct by a foot all the time. If he dropped his first bowl, he was a singles player mostly when he started. He'd drop his first bowl a yard short, his next bowl would be 2 foot short, next bowl would be 1 foot short, and the fourth bowl would be touching the kitty. That was his correction factor that he brought from tennis player.
He was very good too, wasn't he, Mr. Shoeback? Well, there you go. That was
Suzanne.
What happens when you reach the head.
Suzanne needed that one and got it beautiful. Wayne Netter on the payroll again. Yes, I'm getting paid nearly as much as those biscuits that Robbie's eating.
Andrew wants to know where it's being played. It's being played at on the Sunshine Coast here at the beautiful Coolum Beach Bowls Club, where the food's great, beer's cold, and the greens are running pretty well, considering the rain. So Coolum Beach, if you're not sure, it's an hour and a half north of Brisbane. So Susan's pretty excited. She's holding shot and looking to consolidate and get another one here.
2 opposition bowls she's got to come between, but it makes it could be a quiet skipper's bowl or a nice wide skipper's bowl.
She's got it wide. It's not going to get back.
Hello, we've got the answer from Linda Brownman. Caitlin came and took her spot. She tripped over a bowl playing mixed pairs at Caloundra on Monday and fell down hard, unfortunately. Very disappointed. Okay, well, I know some blokes that could have done that for a different reason, Linda, but obvious you hadn't been to the bar that often. Yes, no.
Well, I hope it all heals up really well, Linda. I feel sorry for you. Everyone gets excited about playing state championships, and you had a championship team in front of you, and it would have been exciting to see you out on the green. But Caitlin will represent rather well. She's a true champion.
There we go. We've got the first one up, and we'll follow it in.
Yeah. They're off and running. That's a good bowl. Gives Denise something to work off.
This one's coming the right way.
She's played a great bowl here. Look at this. Yeah, terrific bowl.
Well, now we've got that bowl a metre behind. That's in the swim.
Well,
that's in the swim.
That's the same pace you should play with this bowl. Look, to land the bowl, trailer jack that, but don't overplay it.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. Bit tentative.
It's short more than... Oh, gee.
Yeah.
That angle with the same weight would have been Moneyball.
So what club is Jennifer from? It's got a big wolf on the front.
Jenny Dingle. It's the Waves. Across the Waves it was in Bundaberg. Both her and Ros are from the Waves.
That's 2 very good lead bowls for Denise. Well done. Sheryll's looking to land that bowl or trailer jack. And she's landed the bowl. Oh, she's kicked a goal. That's an excellent attempt.
Great shot. Can you see that comment, Robbie? About diabetes comment? I'm not going to do see more for it. Just could be 2. Same bowl, you'd say you can't get through there.
Well, realistically, if she lands on her own bowl, it'll be close to shot. But that's not what was ordered.
Didn't need much more than that, but
need the same shot. It's on a nice track too.
Might hit the kitty.
It's on a nice track. Got to the...
might hit the bowl.
Yeah.
Make 3.
Makes 3 shots.
So much better head than they've been having.
Yes, no, that's... they had a couple of heads like that at the beginning of their game that unfortunately we weren't able to see, but they've come back on song. As we were saying earlier, for Susan to get back into this game, she needed everyone to start firing.
And they've been thereabouts this end. And the shot's still there, just to tickle that back a foot to that bowl for 2. This one's coming the right way. Well, not only is it coming the right way, it's basically a back knocker. Righto. I need a big one out of Ros here. She's got good grass. How's the weight? She nearly got back. Yeah. 2.5 down. Handy bowled because it needs a tap and it's going to bounce somewhere. Amanda's going round the back where she got asked to go.
Yeah, this has been a much better head, hasn't it? It's still anybody's business.
Well, I'd sooner be on the team that's got a front toucher.
Oh, I understand that, but
it's something to get.
Coming up there on that on the ditch side, they've got a bowl waiting. But
it's not really a front toucher looking up at the left-hand corner, but it's pretty close. Needs to be tapped onto. Get straight to the jack. I couldn't quite see that it was behind the jack.
Yeah, well, Susan will be playing with the weight here to try and dislodge that. Or
is she going to knock that in?
She's going to get off the front bowl there onto the jack.
And straight over to her bowl.
Yes. Anyway, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
It's only one. It's a good shot. She was attacking, which she had to.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Was a Warren Downey Bundy. Pammy's a little bit
tight.
Needs help.
That's where it was.
Could have run up off that bowl. Which way round would she like to draw? She's going to play backhand.
Yeah, she must use the pegs for her line.
Yes, she wanted Ros to get out of the road of the peg so she could take a grass, which she's taken pretty well.
She has.
She's going to have to slow down a bit, that's all.
She's got the weight and she'll land her own bowl and sit right behind the jack.
That improved that immensely.
Yeah, no, that was a great shot. We just didn't know whether it was 1 or 2.
The jack bounces out on that side, that'd be 4 down.
Amanda's
Pammy's
called Pammy up to have a look.
Pammy's going to have a look.
Keith's watching from Logan City. That's not that far away.
I would think if the jack gets hit, it's got to bounce to the Bundy way. About where Amanda's standing, it'd be 4 shots.
Yeah, Pammy's going to play that sort of shot. She needs to play big weight and look to kill it. But with the greens running at this pace, anything could happen. It's it'll take more than you think to get it out of bounds. If she's only down to one, she'll just look to draw it.
She's thereabouts.
Yeah, she is. She's got good weight to it too.
She's thereabouts.
She's got the jack. Which way is it going to go?
Oh,
one shot.
It nearly kicked across there, enough for 4.
It's only one. Susan closes the gap by 1.
It's still a game, and we're getting down towards the crunch part. 5 ends.
Championship ends. Isn't that what you say, Jimmy? 5 to go in pennant. Championship ends.
Oh, the last end's the one you need to win.
Not if you're 10 behind.
No, it's the crunch time. Junior McMahon.
I've heard of that guy. Does he play bowls or is he a new bowler?
He's never been playing better, actually.
He hasn't?
No. He played super on the heavy greens, and he hates heavy greens. And through the district sides, Junior played exceptional. He played with Timmy and Mickey Tobin.
Oh, the old crew.
Ron Winton, and they won 10 out of 12.
They are a good crew. Some good boys there. Mickey Tobin. I've had a sherbet with him every now and then. Back in the day.
Back in the day, even 2 or 3 days ago. It was back in not very many days.
Didn't say how far back we're talking.
Johnny Welsh. Hello, John.
Junior's been a very good bowler for a long, long time. Not a bad bloke either.
But he's been a fast green specialist, and he played well on the heavy greens.
Oh.
It's a better bowl. We've thrown a little bit more length for Bundaberg players, and we've got up with the first one. Well, we've got Timmy Swanson's going around the grounds with some scores here, I think. That's another good toucher. Leading them up with touches. That's 2 ends in a row.
You mightn't realise we call him Sideline Tim.
Sideline Tim?
Sideline Tim, because he comes along with all the scores.
It's a good shot here. Gets there in behind the jack. Great shot. That first bowl up makes a lot of difference. You can draw one with your second. You don't run into your own short bowl.
There's a lot of tight games out there that Sideline Tim have brought to us.
Well, every section in the whole of ladies fours is here today. 9 sections. We'll have a playoff in the morning to bring it down to 8. And Robbie will get an early finish tomorrow, about 2 o'clock, 2:30 we'll be over. We only have 2 games tomorrow, and they're 2 hours 30, so it'll be the same as today, except we won't have the 3rd game in tomorrow's program. So we'll get a knock-off about 2:30.
That's a nice positional bowl.
It's only the first game that's 2 hours 30. Second game was 3 hours.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
Playing conditions, it says that.
Section 1
Okay.
of Bush and Maguire, only 1 shot in it, 10-9. And the other 2 teams, which is Kelsey Cottrell and Tracy Foster. Kelsey currently behind by 2 in that game, 11-13. Beautiful bowl coming in here for shot.
Got a nice head and a few bowls behind the jack.
Section 2, Clark and Logan. Clark's up by 5. Haylock and Ayton. Well, there's a bit of a discrepancy there. Haylock is leading 24-8. So that's the only big score in that section.
24-11 on the board, I can see. They've played another end.
They've picked up. Brown and Baxter, 11-6 to Brownie. Wagner an inch. Caitlin's come in. She's up 16-7.
Close here. Just underneath.
Just sliding past.
Good attempt. She doesn't have to correct much to fix that up. Ros isn't very wide. She didn't want to hit that jack too hard. Pretty good weight. Another foot or so. And it's left it for Amanda to play this shot to her own bowl. She quicker.
She's just fractionally quicker than the last. It's just going to hang on her.
It's a little wide. I think it was that wide.
I'll run through a couple more. Where was I up to? Section 4.
Gary Charker. Hang on, I've got it. Hello, Jimmy. Are you well? Living and playing bowls. I do miss the district sides in Queensland. Sharky's been down at ACT for a long time now. The famous Gateway player. Played a few finals in Queensland. Played many finals in ACT.
Colin Bray, he wants some tips from Sideline Tim. He's not giving any out today.
He's got a runner in the last race at the Gold Coast.
But we're not saying anything.
He's a bit worried about its mental. It's mentally. If it doesn't play up in the stalls, it'll win. If it plays up in the stalls, it's going to run last. He's already explained that.
Well, there's the tip.
You take your pick. You want to back it to win or run last. You do both.
Pammy's just
might count. Might be the shot.
drawn in there for the second shot.
Might be shot.
Possibly.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
They both claimed the shot. Amanda claimed shot. Ros claimed shot.
Susan's got a good shot on here, actually, but she's a bit tight.
You'll be able to see the jack just in there.
She's just come up. Yeah.
She's
Might have been a little worried about touching that bowl of Pammy's, but
she's too far up the green for Robbie to run out and belt her.
Pammy's going to look to try and sit this bowl. She's got on her own bowl here. She has sat it down.
She might have made two even. She's made shot, I would think.
Definitely, that's definitely shot.
Well,
they're measuring,
it's
so
not
I might
it's
have
not
to,
definitely shot.
I might have to take that definitely back.
Not definitely shot yet. It's definitely shot, whether it's first, second, or third.
Correct. See, it's a matter of perspective. One down.
It's
Definitely wasn't.
It was definitely shot. Second shot.
True that.
Yes, Colonies. There's two horses in the last race starting with Z. And he's the one that Matty Hoyston trains. But he's not going to back it until he finds out if it plays up in the stalls. Apparently it did last start and ran last. The time before that it didn't and won. So it's still playing and representing ACT from Sharky, now in the over 60s.
Oh, this is a very nice bloke, isn't it? David Goody. He's loving the commentary.
He must be on drugs.
It's whatever he's got, he should be sharing.
Sharing's caring. Wondering about Section 7. We got to Section 7 for a score?
Yes, yep. Section
Back on your one job, just one job.
I've just got to get in here. Wilson and Brady. Sue's up to 12-5.
Against Wendy.
Against Wendy Wilson. And Matthews and Torrance. Good game there, 12-8. So Bronny's up in that particular round. We've got the next one, 8, Weir and Dutton. Nolene's up 11-5, and
just had to get here at a great line.
Milrick and Sleeman. Milrick is 12-7. I think the only one I haven't done is Section 6, Hobson and Ryan. Hobson's 11-7, Ross 23, and Lee 5. Pretty sure I covered all of them.
How's that section, last section with Linda Morris in it? How are they going?
6 all.
6 all. You'd say that was close.
It would have changed by now. There would have been at least another 2 ends.
They must have had a fair few dead ones. Nearly well, I shouldn't say the whole of my match committees here. The whole 3 ladies that are on the match committee are all playing.
Well, that helps.
Well,
they can see what
it
conditions
helps.
Everyone's playing in and report back.
It helps that all the men on the match committee are doing double time.
I'm sure.
Actually, we're actually making Sorrow do a bit of work.
Oh, don't do that. Like
we've got him going flat Vicky, I can tell you. Like he's got whip marks on him from what I've been giving him.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Sam Roberts from Chinchilla.
Oh, she's got the wrong bowl here.
Too wet for the... Righto, we've banged a couple on the line, but it's on the line 4 foot up.
Yeah, they've gone back to putting a few posts in the fence here.
And
but there's still room to draw a shot on both hands, really.
Pammy's team's got those 4 bowls behind. I'd like to run into one of them and cover them a bit. Wayne Shorter said, I've seen him sleeping in the corner yesterday.
Yes, well,
it was my day off yesterday, so the sun came out. You know, it's just cruel. They blame me for coming back on board and the rain came again.
That's it.
You don't have to do much wrong to get the blame round here.
Amanda's just looking to get around those front 2 bowls.
Is she?
Yes,
she got around him. She's got the shot. Whichever side hit something up a metre. Oh no.
Yep, another one. It's taking that hand away.
Another one a metre up the green. 4 foot up the green by the look of that.
Yeah, well, the problem is if Amanda comes and covers this side of the green, it leaves Susan in real trouble because that other side's gone now. It's too far out to play a shot to bring it up.
And
Amanda has now covered that hole. So Susan will be pulling her hair out.
Could be 4 down. And there's 4 bowls to punch up on the forehand. Play 4 foot through all those bowls and hope for the best.
She's walking back here. She's still got a smile on her face, which is lovely to see.
That might be a grimace.
Yeah. Poor old Skip, what do they do? What shot's she going to play here, Jimmy?
Forehand, metre through.
She's going to go backhand or forehand? She's going forehand.
Forehand, metre through. She's got no choice. Even if she hits the gap and sits that white bowl, she might get second shot. She didn't want to be too wide.
She's too wide.
Played the right weight.
She hasn't got the right weight. She's trying to dead draw it.
Yeah.
Did she get to drop her in? She's dropped in and cut a couple out of there.
Ooh.
So that's the first bowl.
Cut a lot of front ones up. Yeah.
Pammy's just looking to come up to here onto Amanda's, so she
just drop up the front with all the rest of them.
But she's yes, it's very surprising. She had nothing to lose there by being up.
Oh, Suzanne, it hasn't changed that much.
Yeah, she's gone up to have a look because the third has asked her to play a backhand. So she's gone back up to have a look and see what shot that Roslyn was calling her on.
Punch one of those 3 balls through the head, onto the shot, run up and have 3.
Problem is Amanda's on the way in.
And I don't know that it counts at the moment.
No, it's looking like it's out of the count. But she can beat that bowl, get to the blue.
It's coming back a bit.
She's beaten
She
the
just
blue.
about. Oh, good shot.
Look at this.
Who
Oh, that's
Why
tremendous.
didn't she draw on the backhand? Who wanted to run on the forehand?
That was you.
Okay. What a great shot that was. And didn't it come back?
Came back beautifully.
Pammy's looking for it.
If she's got the right weight, this is a great shot, but it's not quite there, I don't think.
Ooh, if it stands up.
Yep. There you go, Susan. Definitely.
Oh, they're thinking
She's got
this up.
one.
They're thinking that blue bowl, Jack High, might be second shot. Couldn't be.
It's all shadows.
They,
Can't see. That's definitely not.
this is the one they're measuring.
Yeah.
One the difference. And
Yeah, big bowl by Susan there to did the switch, went from the forehand that Jimmy was calling, but decided to go against his professional advice
played a good shot.
and changed over and drew it on her backhand.
Doesn't matter what shot you play as long as you get it.
That's it.
But I think, well, we'll say no more.
I'm surprised they didn't change something with it with the
Surprised they
length.
didn't go back to the short length that they've been playing.
It's
We'll see what happens now they've gone Pammy's length.
she's just called her lead Denise to Jennifer Jenny to.
What a great shot it is. A little nicker.
So Susan stuck her foot about a metre behind the head, asked her to draw to that.
Yep.
And she's
Did that old drop a metre short trick.
dropped it straight next to the jack. Denise will be looking to at least match that. She's got great weight. Sits the bowl for shot. Yeah, Susan's doing the same thing again. She's giving her lead a target to play to make sure that she's past the head.
And she's close again.
And that strategy is starting to pay dividends. And Jenny draws shot. So that's a good strategy Susan's come up with. So people are having trouble with their leads or seconds getting to the head. That was the strategy Jimmy C was alluding to very early in the telecast of asking them to try to a spot a metre behind the jack, and suddenly you drop on it.
Calling the same sort of thing on the backhand. He rocks into those bowls with a couple of foot of weight. She didn't make it.
Yeah, but the scores only, we've won the difference. Every shot right now, rolling into the last ends, is extremely important. Pammy's got the added advantage.
Sits that bowl.
Her young girls are doing exactly that. They're making sure they're reaching the head. Last end wasn't so much, but this end they've definitely stepped up.
Appears to be better. She's going to wreck on her own bowl, the old fancy saying.
Yes.
Drop one short and wreck on your own bowl.
Yep. Exactly the same thing happened last end.
Yep. You wouldn't credit how often that happens when you play one up the middle of the green and the next one you correct it. And there you go. This one pulls up, it'll be 2 shots. I don't know. Maybe the Jack High 1 shot. We'd ask Robbie.
Well, Susan's claimed
Suzanne
it.
just said that their shot.
Susan's
She'd
claimed
tell
it
us.
as shot, so it's laying flat, so it's got that added advantage of being fat on the green.
It's in by about a foot, Robbie says. That's 2. That's 2, and coming towards the end, I might have to leave you be and get cards ready for game 2, as there'll be some of them coming off shortly.
No, Amanda's just slipped through the hole there. Beautiful weight. Now got a couple waiting back there.
Jenny Dingle's got 1 second backest wood in the good spot.
Yeah. Oh, that one took way too much grass.
The wind sort of come up really big.
Yes. Yes.
We don't really say much about wrong biases.
Oh, you said it.
I said we don't say much about them.
It's like a shank in golf, isn't it? You don't mention shank.
Don't play much else golf.
That is a lovely bowl there by Amanda.
Second shot, I would guess.
Yes. Yeah, it's nothing worse than playing a game of golf and someone hits a shank. You look at it and think, oh no, here we go. You pull your wedge out and that's all you can think about.
Righto. Well, if they could hold this one, if they get past Pammy here, make it square with 2 ends to play.
Yes. Sets itself up for an exciting finish.
No, I don't know that she's here, is she?
Oh, Susan's hasn't followed her own advice. And
she hasn't had shot very often.
Reached ahead. Yeah, well.
She hadn't had shot very often, and she hadn't, just a little safe draw. I'll draw another one and just be safe about it.
Well, Pammy's put a good bowl down here. It's going to be extremely close. She's got it fat and sat for shot. That is a brilliant bowl by Pammy Rowe.
Probably 2.
Lovely bowl.
This will give her that chance to be arriving on that same sort of shot that Pam played.
Yeah, just follow her down, play the same sort of shot.
Has to get in out of...
And has caught it very close here, Jimmy, and has repeated the dose.
Not that we could see it, but... Not that we could see it, but Robbie hasn't got his cattle prod with him today.
Well, for those who didn't see it, Susan just repeated the dose of what Pam did. Pam's got her own bowl here.
I think it's only 1, but we'll find out soon when they get down and measure it.
2 shots.
2.
Oh, we've got a new leader. Susan has taken over the lead.
We've got a new leader, and I better say goodbye to everybody. Thanks for putting up with me for that bit, and very good to commentate with you, Michael.
Terrific. Thank you, Jimmy.
Bye now.
Good to see you on board. That was Jimmy C, part of Bowls Queensland, and all-round good bowler. Been around the traps for a very long time, and what Jimmy doesn't know, well, we'll try and find out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a 1-shot difference in this. We've got a new leader. Susan's team played some terrific bowls there. They had numerous bowls behind the head, and Susan capitalised with a lovely sit and stay on Pammy Rowe's shot bowl. Jennifer has taken up the lead here and put one behind the jack, about 1.5 metres, which we all know could come in contention on greens like this. And Denise has just crossed the head a little bit, probably 2 foot off the jack. Jennifer's got another lovely bowl going down here. It's just going to slide past, but it is in an excellent position. Jennifer just needs to take a little bit more grass, add a foot of weight, and she'll be all over the jack. She's certainly throwing it out there, probably taking a little bit too much grass, but it is sitting in a nice home. Sheryll's got on the right track here. She picks the jack up a little. Yeah, great bowl there. Nice little toucher. Sitting next to the jack here. Bonnie's looking to follow the same bowl down. She's got the same track, but just it's the weight. It's come back and it's sat in for shot. That's a great shot by Bonnie. Yes, the greens are starting to loosen up a little bit more. We haven't had any rain during the match, and the sun's been off and on, so hopefully they'll dry out a little bit more, especially for the next game. This is a great head. Brilliantly played. Pemi's just trying to see who's got shot. So right now it looks like Bonnie's still holding shot. She's just coming down on her forehand to try and sit the back bowl there. It's gone to a great home now. That covers those back bowls in case someone gets adventurous and decides to move the jack. Roslyn's just been called to just come up there. She's got a good little shot on here. She does want to be wide. She just needs to move that jack back. She can make 2, possibly 3, but nothing for wide. Oh, she's going to fall in for shot. Beautifully done. Can't see Amanda being short here. She needs to get up and change this head a little. If she's got the right weight, she had the right track, but she just probably a little bit more weight to change that up. Yeah, so Roslyn just got to do exactly what she did the last bowl. Come up there. Sitting there, she could touch the jack. There's nothing wrong with her touching the jack on a nice soft draw. But she's just left the weight behind. It is definitely, it's definitely taken away a couple of the options for when Pammy gets on the mat. Pammy doesn't mind having a look at a head if she's down, and at this particular stage of the game, that's going to have to happen. She's 1 behind on the board. It looks like she could possibly be 2 down on the head. So with this and another end to play, a big bowls to be played by Pammy Rowe. Susan has got first bowl, so she'll try and consolidate this. If she can move the jack just fractionally 6 inches to the right, it will certainly hide it from Pammy Rowe paying an upshot. She's a bit light and tight by the looks of it. Big bowl in the scheme of things here. Pammy's not going to be short, but she's going to be wide. On that particular hand, at Coolum Beach, if you add weight, you are not coming back. So you've got to play it a lot tighter than you would possibly think, or what you would possibly play on another green. We've got an indication it's only 1 shot. So in the scheme of things, it's not too bad. But if Pammy just moves it fractionally, she could drop a number. So 1 behind, 1 down on the head, and 1 to play. It's an extremely tight game. And this bowl could be the difference in the game. Even got a nod from Susan on that comment. She's sitting back here. Fingers crossed, toes crossed. Quite happy to take the 1. And go into the last end 2 up. But young Pammy's got evil on her mind. She wants to change things here and try and take it away from Susan. She's gone onto her backhand. She's looking to roll something, roll a ball in here, but she hasn't carried the weight into the head that she needed. She'd be disappointed with that. Not the positive shot that she was looking to make. They've taken 1 out, and they're actually going to go for a measure for 2. We thought it was close for 2, but Amanda had called Pammy to say it was only 1. And Pammy went up, had a look. So it's 1 shot. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We got Susan Kingston team from mainly from Bagara, leading Pam Rowe by 2 shots. And this is the last end. They
Still 21 minutes to go.
They've thrown a. They haven't gone long as they've been playing, so they're keeping hand on end a little bit shorter. When it's been shorter, we've found that the Bagara team has actually won more ends on the shorter ends, and that's a lovely start there. Straight away by Jennifer Dingle. She's just jumped straight behind the jack there. She's less than a foot away, so that's a good start. Denise is a little tight there. She's not happy with that. She's tight. She's left the bowl right on the line up the green. So Denise trying to replicate her first bowl, but it's just come up short. So not ideal, but plays into Pammy Rowe's team's hands a little, especially if Denise can consolidate with this particular bowl, throw it out and draw a shot. She's carried the weight in. She's got the jack, left it open, and that's the hard thing when you leave your lead bowl short. It just leaves it open for the opposition to grab hold of it, and they have capitalised with a resting front toucher. Yes, the illustrious Greg Robbie. A little bit wet on the Gold Coast there, so I had notifications coming through Broadbeach. They'd cancelled this morning due to the rain. That's a good little bowl there from Bonnie Attwooll in case Pammy has to play a shot. She's got one back there covering Sheryell's first bowl, I should say. And that was a lovely attempt. Still down, but a lovely attempt. Got another bowl in the head. Pam Rowe needs 2 for a draw here, so that's the first thing she'll be looking at, trying to get to a draw. And once you get in that position, you've got a chance of winning the game. But she's played a very good bowl here. Just didn't quite turn enough for her, but it was a lovely attempt. Lovely attempt from Bonnie. So what they're doing here is that Roslyn's just trying to come down, cover, get another good second shot here. That's really all they have to do. Susan's looking to get second shot, get as many number twos in there as they can. They're currently holding 3 second shots. If they can do that, it makes it just that much harder for Pam's team to get the 2 for a draw. But Amanda could come down here, land on those back 2 bowls. As long as she gets around the front one, I think she's under it. And yeah, ran into the short bowl. That's out of the way now, so it shouldn't. That won't hinder Amanda on her next attempt. She's got a clear path to the jack now, so she could easily come down and make 2 out of it. Still covering bowls here. I think Susan's team should be playing down there and try and take the shot away. It's all right to have covered bowls, but she's already got a couple. Probably needed to come down there and take the shot away from the team of Pam Rowe, which is what Amanda's trying to do. That's the shot that probably Susan should have been calling, which is what's happened here. Pam's come in and her team's now holding 2 shots. It was a lovely bowl by Amanda once that short bowl was out of the road. So it looks like we're sitting at a draw here at the moment on as the head lays. No one's sort of saying too much. So Susan's following that bowl down. She looking to sit the bowl and sitting there for shots. She's just not carrying the weight, or is she? Can't quite. It's a 1 shot now. So Pam Rowe needs to come down here. Indication from Roslyn that it was only 1. Pammy Rowe's got to get up a little bit here to draw the next shot and just come up short. Yeah, look, it's really close. We're thinking it's 1 shot at the moment. So Pam needs another one for a draw. She could actually touch the jack fractionally. She touches the jack by... She could actually trail the jack by anywhere up to about 5 or 6, 7 inches, and she would win the game. So the shot is still on. Susan looking to realistically get in her way, or even move the jack herself. Moving the jack a little bit herself would be advantageous because it would take Pam's shot away, but she's left it wide open here for Pam. It all comes down to the skills of Pam Rowe. Although her team have all got their fingers crossed. Nervously jittering around here. So it comes down to this bowl. After 18 ends, we come down to 1 bowl. Pam can draw in there for 2 shots or touch the jack to win the game with 3. She didn't let that go well. She's not happy with it. She could get a slide, no. And it looks very much like the team of Susan, Kington, Roslyn, Byers, Sheryell, Lockhart and Jenny Dingle have got up by 1 shot over Pam Rowe, Amanda Haevecker Bonnie Attwooll and Denise Gilbert. It was a great game. Well done. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back.
I think it's 11:30 the next game.
We believe around 11:30. We'd like to thank Robbie and the team from the Gold Coast telecast group.
What team?
The team of Robbie Allen, Mr. Allen, Robbie, Coolum Beach Bowls Club, thank you very much. We also like to thank Sunshine Coast Council as one of our sponsors. We have numerous sponsors on board that have done the right thing. Queensland Government have also come on board helping us out at the state championships. And the Queensland Bowls Club put on a terrific day here. If you really want to watch some quality bowls, we've got all the best ladies in the state playing. Come down and have a look. And I'm going to sign off with stay classy, lawn bowlers. Bye for now.